Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to Rob's Arcade. Sorry the lighting is a little bad, but it's pretty early. Hang tight, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Rob's Arcade, Rob's Arcade, where the games get played and the games get saved so they can be played on another day. Rob's Arcade.
Like I said, welcome back to Rob's Arcade, you guys. I'm your host, Rob. Just hanging out here on this beautiful Monday for a little Monday motivation, if you will. Something I've been trying to bring back for you guys. I think last week I hit it a little late. I'm gonna try to get this one in a little bit early. I think my point was, that we kind of need motivation throughout the week, not just on Monday. So the fact that I put it together like on Tuesday, maybe some of you guys didn't even see it till Wednesday or Thursday, just kind of helped to kind of like solidify my point. I'm gonna try to get this one out to you guys first thing in the morning, so it's ready to go when you guys are, when you wake up Monday morning. If you don't quite have it, and I know it's tough sometimes. I feel like this past week for myself, it's one of those things. I was hoping with the weather getting warmer, I would find myself getting up earlier, trying to tackle my day, but it's been tough. It's been tough having a solid routine. I feel like when I first started working out and getting into that whole thing, I was waking up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, getting going. Even if I wasn't at the gym right away, I was at the gym, fairly early, a lot earlier than what I've been hitting more recently. It's just been kind of like whenever I can get the time to get in there and squeeze out that workout, which I'm still getting them in. We're still doing it. But I was telling myself, like, maybe it's the winter, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, maybe it's the weather. And the weather's gotten nice, and it's been tough. What I really miss is our dog. For some reason, when I first adopted this guy, he would pop in like every morning at 5:30 in the morning, kind of get me up, get me going, and I miss that. He doesn't do that as much. Maybe I need to start setting my alarm and going to wake him up. Maybe that's what I'll start doing as we go forward. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. I myself had a fabulous weekend. Just to kind of run through that with you real quick. Friday, I put together a teen event, something we do at our work twice a month. We put together little teen events, and I get to kind of come up with these ideas and things that they can do. And I put together a retro video game night, if you will, and it was a lot of fun. It was from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Friday. Gave the teens something to do, somewhere to kind of hang out. And I was actually, I was curious if it was something that they would even really get into. I put together like board game nights and certain things, and I'm never really sure like exactly what's going to hit, what's going to be a miss. And it was a great turnout. I had about a dozen kids show up, a dozen teens, if you will. Mostly guys, but a few girls in there as well. And actually like excited to like play games like Tekken and like Golden Axe. were some of their favorites. Earthworm Jim. Just really, really having a good time with it. Which, I mean, isn't that surprising? You know, some games like Sonic, Mario, some of the classics, they never get old. They never tire out. But to see them having that much fun, you know, playing games like Toe Jam and Earl as well, and some of the other games that are a little bit more bizarre and of the times, you know, like Earthworm Jim, Toe Jam and Earl. These are all very much video games of the times, and it was very cool to see them get into those and have a great time. Actually, name-calling games like Tekken, Golden Axe, getting excited for these titles. Like I said, seeing the teenage girls having a good time, taking turns, kicking each other's butt in Tekken 2 and all of that. So it was just a lot of fun, all in all. So then Saturday, let's see, actually, let me hop out here running a quick errand for Madre before she starts her week. Hang tight real quick, I'll be right back, you guys. All right, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I think I was just talking about my day. Friday, like I said, I had the teen event, really cool video game night. Saturday, Sunday, kind of the same. Just, you know, off work, getting some workouts in, some video game time. My buddy Buck hit me up. We finally got some Fort time in, which was much needed. I don't think I've really played some Fort since I got back from my trip, Blue Ridge. And, you know, just kind of got some laundry done, just, you know, some simple things like that. Nothing too crazy. Some 90s movies. I have a lot of hobbies, you know. I have in case you haven't been able to tell from my channel, I like to play video games. I like to read comics. I have a lot of hobbies, and a lot of times on the weekend, I like to spend my downtime, you know, engaging and indulging in all of those things. So that's kind of like, you know, how my weekend went, but it was really great. You know, Sunday, not only did I get some time in on some Fortnite with Buck as well, but I got a chance to actually play a few games with some younger gamers, some younger friends. A co-worker of mine, her son and I will play some Fortnite from time to time. And we got one of his friends in there. It was just a lot of fun. I recommend, you know, if you don't have kids, if you don't have especially teenagers, if you know, do volunteer at like your local schools, high schools, middle schools, kind of get involved and hang out with them from time to time, because they can be an absolute trip. Just the craziest things you can't even really imagine, especially when their parents aren't around. But just a lot of fun. It just really kind of goes to the point of like today's video, today's Monday motivation is to not only maybe get out and of course help out and just get out the house and do something outside of your box. In general, you should be doing that like every week, kind of pushing yourself, trying out new things. But we talk a lot about Monday motivation. Today I want to talk about like Monday rejuvenation and what all that really looks like. Now, when I mention rejuvenation, sorry, I'm walking my dog and he's turning me in circles. When I talk about rejuvenation, I don't just mean like skin rejuvenation and that kind of a thing, because I think that's kind of typically what we think about when we hear rejuvenation. A lot of more like physical hair, skin, that sort of a thing. But, you know, spiritual, rejuvenating your soul from time to time, I think is something that is much needed as well. I'm pretty young at heart. Again, I mentioned from my hobbies, I think that's pretty clear. But even more so, spending time with youth, working with high school, working with middle school students really helps to keep me young and keeps me connected And I'm kind of putting you guys to the test this week with some Rejuvenation. Maybe, you know, pop in that album from when you were 15 or 16 that you haven't listened to in quite some time, or maybe dust off that old video game console that you grew up with as a teenager yourself and see if it doesn't still work. Read your favorite book from when you were younger and kind of immerse yourself. I know when I was first going through my separation, I really did a hard reset. Like when I first got back to Richmond, I was like, what can I do to kind of help me cope and get through some of this? And I just remember that one of the happiest times of my life was right before I really got into women. Like I was into girls, but like they hadn't really quite dominated my life just yet, as they tend to do as you get older. I was still into like comic books more and music and that whole movies. And so I just remember being like 13, 14, being attracted to girls, getting into them, but not really focusing on that. And that was really key to my healing after my separation, was kind of rejuvenating. So I remember downloading some old video games on my PlayStation and even putting Pearl Jam into my Apple Tunes and just making sure that I was trying to relive that 1993, 1994 era, if you will. And it really helped. It really did kind of put me in a space where it kind of relaxed me, calmed me, and really helped me to kind of get like a reset of like who I am. And I think that's also a time too when you're really first, you're becoming a teenager, you're a young adult, you're kind of figuring out who you are and the things that you like and all of that. So that's my task to you this week, you guys, among just being motivated, just getting out there. Like I said, we don't always want to get out there and do stuff. We don't always want to get out there, walk the dog, go run errands for people. But, I had to get out there this weekend, get a few things knocked out, make sure that, we start Monday off kind of on the right foot. Sister's birthday is coming up, so I want to make sure, I got her something as well. Before the week started and the weekend kind of gets away from me there next week, and these days of summer camp and all that start to kind of catch up and take over. But it's tough, but we got to get out there, got to do it, got to stay motivated, rejuvenated, all of those things. I want to thank you guys for kind of hanging out here for a little bit, taking the time. There's really bad lighting in the video, but it should be pretty fun. Whoa, almost slipped and fell there. That would have been great. All right, guys, well, that's all I've got for you this time on Rob's Arcade. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're a repeat offender, go ahead, share this video. Maybe we can get some more people in here. Until next time, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Remember, don't spend that quarter anywhere else. Love you guys. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.